Before David Alexander lost. At that time, we know who the champions was. What did that have to do with them? The only person that's reaching down to go all the way down the ladder of 18 to fight the nigga is Floyd Mayweather, and he's getting criticized for it.
No, bro, I'm not talking about those rounds. I'm talking about your mandatories and shit like that.
Who was he mandatory for? What section of the body? Which one are you speaking of?
I'm using the WBC as an example. That's why I'm using the.
Give me a real one. I can't use be doing imaginary stuff. I'm saying who was where did it get?
Me, it's a fact. He was ranked in the WBC as like number 2 or 1 or whatever the fuck they had him.
I think he was like 4.
He hadn't even fought yet in the welterweight division. How do you respect that from the sanctions body and talk about fighting people mandatories if they're not even doing it the right way? He was ranked by the WBC, but who's the champion? Who has the WBC title? Floyd. And he the one who fighting the niggas. So, I mean, that's Floyd's swag. I'm moving on past that. That's Floyd. That's his whole style. I don't hear nobody else trying to fight the dude. I just heard Floyd trying to fight the dude. And I believe it's some background shit. I believe they did that in cahoots. The WBC, Floyd, and Amir Khan, they probably, and Al Hammond probably got that shit in cahoots. So I'm not worried about that dude. We understood what Floyd does. So I'm moving on past him. Now I'm talking about, like I said, Zeb and Keith Thurman fought the title eliminator. The winner was supposed to fight the champion. Now, it's a legit situation. We ain't talking about the Amir Khan situation, because everybody like to do smoke screen and talk about illegitimate situations. We got that. We know Floyd is messed up for that. You want to hear it? We can say it all night. Now we go into the legitimate situation, and where it's a guy that's considered to be honest and have more integrity than Floyd. Okay? Now here's why they're the same is what I'm saying. We have Zabit and we had Keith Thurman. 2 guys fought for a title eliminator shot. The guy who won didn't get his shot by a champion that is revered for admiration and being squared away and this and that. But what I'm simply saying is, how we gonna criticize Floyd for doing what he do when we not gonna criticize the other guy, but we're gonna use promotional companies and stuff like that as a scapegoat. But then Floyd using it and saying that he can't fight Pacquiao for a scapegoat, but we getting on Floyd, but we not getting on Bradley. Pacquiao is not the only fighter that is over there. They don't got nothing to do with Floyd. It's no reason why Bradley can't do business with Golden Boy. There's no reason why Porter can't fight your boy Jesse Morgan. Like, what does that have to do with the individual boxers? Now I understand if Floyd and Pacquiao got beef and that they can't come together for that. But what does it have to do with Timothy Bradley and Keith Thurman? Niggas is under contract, bro. As long as, let me tell you something, Zone.
Hey, Rollo.
Yeah.
Rollo.
Yeah.
So, man, y'all, you know what I said, man?
Yeah, I hear you.
So you give me an answer for that, Rollo?
No, I hear you. Let boxologist finish what you're saying. No, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Because niggas defend their favorite boxers. I'm starting to realize that. So, am I wrong or just, can you give me...
I understand exactly what you're saying. But, and then the thing is that boxing fans, we can't be biased. If we're gonna give it to Floyd, we'll give it to everybody for doing that.
Yeah,
right,
and see, that's
exactly.
why we get pimped. That's why we get pimped, because we're trying to. People like Timothy Bradley, so I'm using Timothy Bradley and Floyd Mayweather because they're two brothers and they both champions, but they're on two different ends of the spectrum. That's why I'm using them as an example, because they you know what I'm saying, they just on the opposite end. Bradley, because we're, you know, huh?
Oh no, I'm talking. Oh, go ahead.
We tend to favor Bradley and don't apply the same rules to him, but when Floyd do something, we going in on him. So it's nothing that can be told to me on this phone. I'm still hearing somebody trying to explain to me. So
Hey, let me call you right back when I get to the house. Let me call you right back. It's snowing like crazy in here.
Honestly, man, I don't feel like it is an excuse, dog. Like, for real. I don't think everybody should be accountable for their own actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? But I just know, you know what I mean? I wish it was how it was in the old days where guys were fighting their mandatories and the number one contenders and all that shit meant something. I wish it did. I wish it was like that. You know what I'm saying? But as long as, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, I don't even think motherfuckers value belts for real like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think people get them just to say they had one or some shit, but I don't think it holds, you know what I'm saying, too much recognition these days, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I know as long as the promoters are picking the fights as far as the sanctioning bodies, this shit ain't gonna never be right. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna never be right.
But
it's not gonna.
But
it's fucked up.
But boxologist, I think what Zone is saying is, if we only gonna get on Floyd, it ain't really gonna make no difference. So if we
no, I'm not saying we should be on all of them, bro. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody exempt. I never said anybody.
No. Listen,
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying that.
Box, I feel you.
Listen. I understand that fighters from these two particular promotion companies. You know what I'm saying? I understand. They're never going to fight each other.
Listen, I got you. Listen, understand. Listen, just hear me real quick. I think what Zone is saying is, if we don't do it across the board, it ain't no sense in bitching about Floyd if we don't do it across the board, because it probably ain't gonna make no difference anyway. But it really ain't gonna make no difference if we only criticize Floyd for doing it, is what he's saying, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna hold Floyd accountable for it, we gotta hold Bradley and Pacquiao and Provodnikov and everybody else accountable in the same light. And then if we were to start a movement, you know what I'm saying? Not saying we can or we will, but if we were to start a movement, it's gonna have to be across the board. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be across the board. And I agree, 1,000%.
But see, and what I'm saying is now, if we had a movement, right? Let's say we were council. Let's say we were something official. You know, how would we would get destroyed about that, because you gotta be on top of that. Like, you can't justify why Bradley didn't fight Keith Thurman, but then we gonna make a whole article about Mayweather going around talking about he's not gonna fight Pacquiao. That makes no sense. So when I say something like Bradley dumped Keith Thurman, he dumped him.
You true, and then you know what too, in a sense is, like we were saying, if Floyd gonna try and do something for his legacy, he need to clear up this top rank golden boy bullshit, and that'll take his legacy a whole ways, because it'll be something that would continue even when he's not fighting. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. That's his responsibility, and that's my next point. That's my next point. Bradley has become a big enough star to where he could have done what? Like I said, who is to say that him and Keith Thurman fighting when he kick-started this stuff off? So why is it all on Floyd? Now, Floyd getting his share of work because he is ducking. We pretty much discovered that he's ducking Manny Pacquiao, and he's going to get it. But obviously, Floyd is a guy that is used to this. This happens all the time to him. So when we talk about it, then it's more so along the lines of it's just that's what they do to Floyd. It can be written off as hate. But if we do it to Bradley, Bradley actually would probably be like, you know what? The fans are right. This is what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? So we can't give him a pass if we go and not get Floyd a pass. So really, he dumped it.
But
I think Floyd can he can truly call his own shots. You know what I'm saying?
Because what comes great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. If you're the champion, you got to you got to be on top of that. Like, you have to, when you're the champion, man, you got to embody being a champion. See, there's a difference between a champ and a title holder, and most of them guys are title holders. If you're a champ and you training like you're supposed to, and you say, "Whoa, who is this number one contender threatening my spot?" Yeah, okay, I get you. You know, you fight week one. You're supposed to make an effort to fight Keith Thurman. Now, if you made an effort, man, and some gay stuff happened, and Heyman, and the plans are for, you know what I'm saying, whatever, cool, I get it. But there's no reason why you shouldn't have been making an effort fighting this guy when this guy has mentioned your name as well. See, it ain't like this guy ain't mentioned your name.
he mentioned your name and you was a champion. And I know it got back to you, and you know who Keith Thurman is, but you didn't fight him, so you ducked him.
Yeah, I think you will too.
And that's so racist.
I like to see when motherfuckers start sending contracts over and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what is really needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers need to just send a contract. Like, if the fight can be made, show us it can be made. Send a fucking contract over. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the champion responsibility to do that. That's not us. Our responsibility is to hold them accountable for what we want to see and to abide by the rankings. If you know, like, I don't got to tell you that you know that Keith Thurman and Zabik fought for the number 1 contender shot. You know what happens after you win the title eliminator shot. What happens? He fights the champion. And you know it didn't happen, so you know something went wrong. Something didn't go right. So you know that. And then people went over that because, you know, everybody trying to put all the negativity on Floyd, which Floyd is an idiot, but it's not just him. And the reason he got this leg to stand on because that's something Floyd would say. Floyd would bring stuff up like that. Well, Bradley ain't fight his mandatory, Pacquiao ain't fight his, and then he gonna be right. And nobody ain't saying nothing about it. He's gonna be absolutely right and justified by their Khan.
It's almost like motherfuckers can't 33 and 34. It's almost like motherfuckers for real though, bro. If you think about it, niggas, it's like only niggas that can win a motherfucking the WBO belt is a top ranked fighter. And only motherfuckers that can win the other 3 belts, like in the welterweight division. Speaking of the welterweight division, only motherfuckers that can win them other 3 belts is Golden Boy fighters. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're an outside promotion company. But a welterweight top ranked fighter cannot win a WBC, WBA, or IBF title. Period.
And you know
y'all looking at this other boxing match.
On what? On what?
What time?
Comcast Sports Network, Sports Network.
I don't got that.
I ain't seen that.
I don't think I even got that
shit either.
Stevie, you got the CFF, right?
The who?
Let me see what's
Time Warner.
I don't know. I don't think I got that.
Which brother? You got Xfinity, right?
Yeah.
It's 45. Channel 45.
It ain't gonna be the same here, man.
Shit, I just want to try. I ain't know.
I'll try to see if I can find it.
You're informing fight tonight, and then it's funny because just like I said earlier, I want you to look at it because I want you to see this. These 2 guys fighting, right? And in the right-hand bottom corner, that nigga 50 Cent is sitting right at this damn match, bro. And this is live. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if he's scouting or if he's somebody he signed with because they ain't talked to him and that. But he's sitting down there in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm like, there goes 50 Cent ass.
I gotta try and find it, dog. Oh, the fight game come on tonight, right?
What you say?
That new fight game come on tonight, right?
Fight game.
The fight game. Oh no. This might be an old one. I'm gonna check that out at 11. You know,
where your ESPN channels at? Like it's women's volleyball and it's the New Orleans Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And it's
hey, fellas, I'm gonna get up with y'all in a minute, man. About to make a move.
All right.
Let me see if I can find it. Nah, Zone, that was a good ass point, man. We gotta hold everybody accountable, cause then don't nothing change.
You see that? You see every time they get ate up, they get off the phone quick. You notice that?
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah. Now, if we was talking about perfect and complete, they would still be on here.
Nah, cause I was ready to eat them up on that too.
Yeah. But see, but my point is, what I'm trying to get boxology to understand is that, I mean, I hate to do this to people, but I got to get you on thinking. Like,